Take it back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Keepers, losers, reapers. Oh yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Keepers, losers, reapers. Oh yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here, and it's been over about a couple weeks, but we are back with another exciting review of Dragon Ball Super episode 82 review. Now, this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super, we have the fight between Goku versus TEPPO, and I gotta say, when it comes to the overall fight, so that's the main premise, and then we have the second important information, which is about the tournament and how long they have in order to find the 10 fighters that they need to participate in the actual real tournament. So I will get to those very two important things like in about a minute. So we have the first thing, which is of course the fight between Goku versus TEPPO, and I gotta say, this fight was actually much more impressive compared to the other fight we had. Yo, this fight, man, was, oh man, like I really enjoyed this fight a hell of a lot more compared to Baragim. Where the hell his name was? I forgot already. The other dude. Baramio, I think his name was, the fucking, the wolf dude, yeah, him, pretty much, yeah. So when it comes to that fight alone, I think this fight was so much better. TEPPO is very impressive, and he's kind of in this way, this so-called, oh, I am the hero for justice sort of deal, and, you know, he's posing and shit, like, yo, like, this dude is, like, part of the fucking Ginyu Force or some shit. It's absolutely hilarious. But you know what he also reminds me of? Lao Ji from fucking One Piece. Like, if you ever read or watched One Piece, or at least watched the anime, you remember in Dressrosa, the one that does, like, all those weird G, like, phases, and he would pose with the, it's like, what the fuck? Yo, that shit's mad funny though, man. I missed that. I need to watch that shit again. Oh man. But anyways, though, enough about that. So when it comes to the overall fight, now the poses and everything were funny. Now it seems that Goku is seen to be the villain type, and what I loved about Goku in this week's episode, what I loved about it, how it's like, oh hey, you know, it doesn't matter if you consider me a villain or not. You know what? Even a villain like me can go all out, and it's like, oh shit. So Goku's like, yeah, fuck that. You mean, you may consider me a villain all you want. All I want to do is just have fun and fight very powerful opponents. And TEPPO's like, look, I don't want to impress you. You're way too evil for this world. You must die. And it's like, alright, let's do this shit. So going with his base Super Saiyan forms wasn't really cutting it. And with him going Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, he had to go all out. So compared to the last fight, Goku had to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, because, or just Super Saiyan Blue in general. I'll just say it like that because it's more shorter. Super Saiyan Blue. He had to use Super Saiyan Blue, and he had to also go Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue, because this dude was on a whole nother league between to Goku, and he's one of the, actually we learned after the fight, he is the second strongest fighter. Well, oh, sorry. So also, like, now his whole thing is, oh, I'm the greatest of justice. Like, I fight for justice and etc. And it seems like that Goku is, like, as we predicted, is the #1 most wanted person in every single universe. So it's like, hey, you know what? You know, everyone is going to be targeting after Goku, and pretty much, well, what you would call it? Pretty much the Supreme Kai was right, because, like, pretty much is like, you know, hey, it's pretty much obvious that everyone's going to be targeting Goku. You know, he is the most person that they want dead on that list. And also, we also get to learn the clown god's name, which I think is, oh shit, what was it? Bagar. I forget his freaking. Hold on, I forget. Oh, Vermod. That's his name. Like Vermod. I believe his name is, or some shit like that. I think it's like Vermaid or Vermod or however you pronounce it. It's pretty much just like. So yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. It's Vermont. I guess it's Vermont. Yeah, I guess Vermont. So Vermont, pretty much, he is pretty much the god of Universe 11, and that's what TEPPO pretty much is. He is actually a really strong fighter, but he is the second strongest. That was one after. Now, what was really a huge cock tease about this fight, though, first of all, I really enjoyed this fight. I thought this fight was actually pretty impressive. So, it's the typical Dragon Ball approach, you know, trying to get serious. Now, we all thought that we gotta see how TEPPO is, because Goku just went base Super Saiyan just to be like, okay, you know what, let me see how this dude is. If I really need to go Super Saiyan Blue, I'm gonna have to do it. Man, maybe a little more above, but it depends. So, after that happens, we see Goku use base Super Saiyan form, and I'm thinking, oh, come on, Goku, really? But I guess, you know, it makes sense to test out his limits. And it turns out that he is stronger than he looks. So after he used, pretty much, you know, the whole Justice Beam, like the whole, like, all his attacks are named by, like, the Great Justice or whatever, and it's, like, kind of crazy. So, yeah, so after that, when he uses all that, and apparently, you know, unlike, Bertamo, or whatever his name is, Bergamo, the dog. Unlike him, he's able to block it and dodge it and withstand most of the attacks, compared to Bergamo, where he just had to keep absorbing it to get more stronger. And obviously, you know, that wasn't really, you know, not really the best way to become like an opponent worthy of Goku, because that's such an easy way to defeat him. You know, it kind of reminded me of Yakon from back in Dragon Ball Z, where all Goku has to do is just get powering onto most of his Super Saiyan, let Yakon keep absorbing all the light, the power, and there you go, he'll explode and die. So it made sense for that. So anyways, you know, during the fight, he's like, okay, fine, no more fucking around, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan Blue. And then that's when they had the real fight, and this was actually really cool. And I also do like TEPPO's like little justice drill thing. That's actually really cool too, so that was actually pretty awesome. But the biggest cock tease was the end when Goku Super Saiyan Blue goes Kaioken with that too. Yeah, that shit was hype. That shit was hype as fuck. I was like, oh shit. So when he did that, and TEPPO powered up into that that weird, like that red aura, man. He had that red aura, kind of like Jiren that we see in the intro. Oh, in case you want to know, the name of the alien dude, the gray alien dude, that's pretty much part of the opening, that his name has been revealed, and his name is Jiren. So he's pretty much the dude. And also, obviously, they revealed the name too. During one of the leaks, they revealed his name, and the name to him is Jiren. Now, Jiren, as we all know, is the alien dude that Goku fights in the opening sequence, where he also has that same kind of red aura that TEPPO has. So, because of that, it turns out that he is the number one strongest, because he is the real We Are Number One. And this dude can probably go beyond compared to what TEPPO is. And obviously, I am really excited to see that. So when they stopped the fight, I did get a bit salty though, because I wanted to see more of that shit, because it was so damn entertaining. It was a very, very good fight. Much better than the last fight, I will say that much for Goku. So, yeah, that was pretty entertaining. And also, it was revealed also, the second important thing, we learned that the tournament arena is being built right now as we speak. And it's going to take about 40 hours, which is not enough time. So that's actually pretty damn soon, but then like almost like a day. So what happens is that now that has to give Goku some time to find some fighters on Universe 7. And it was kind of funny too how like Champa was like, I wonder if Wiz has some kind of like I want to see if I can find a relationship of all the bloodlines of Hit. Like I wonder if he has any kind of brothers or sisters somewhere, like his entire family genes. Fuck it, let's just use his entire family in order to do it. Like, why not, right? And Vardos is like, not that I know of. He's like, oh. That actually was kind of funny. So, anyways, yeah. So, we did get to find that out, and it's like, man. So, Goku now really does have to... Goku really has done fucked up even more, So, but the way he acts is like it's so casually, and I also did like too how like Goku is like to Toppo when he was gonna shake Toppo's hand. It was just like, look, I just don't want to give you an evil breed joy. I really don't. I don't want to give you joy. You really think I live for giving you joy? Hell no. I'm the Justice Destroyer, motherfucker. I will come for you, and I will find you, and I'll destroy you. But I'm not going to be the one to actually annihilate you that quickly. I have Jiren for that. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So we got to keep an eye out for that. So at the very end, it turns out that like Beerus is really pissed at Goku. And it turns out that Goku is like so chalant, he's so chill. Like, don't worry, bro. I got this, man. I got this. We still got Majin Buu, we got Gohan. I'll just search for whoever I think is kind of suitable, who can ever fight all these other people in the universes. So it's like, okay. So, and then of course Beerus is still egging him on and on. Goku's like, wait a minute, aren't you the one who would just blow up planets randomly? And then like Beerus is like, no, that's not random. And I'm like, oh, bullshit. You obviously are the god of destruction. That is your duty, to just wreck shit and destroy shit. You are the god of destruction. So it actually makes sense as part of your code. Duh. So granted though, that's pretty much the end of the episode. So it looks like well, we pretty much already know who's going to be in this fight. And also, judging from the preview of the next episode, it looks like that that Bra is going to be born sometime soon. So that's going to be happening. And it looks like Bra's going to be born in the episode, because it looks like now that she's born, maybe Vegeta now can actually go and actually join the tournament. It's obviously he's going to join in, because we already know who the fighters are going to be. And the preview, I did see Krillin fight off against Basil. That shit was cool, man. We saw Krillin versus Basil in a preview, and I'm like, yo! I'm like, wait a minute, maybe this is probably a thing where they could actually qualify to actually see, whatchamacallit, as to qualify, like, you know what I mean, like, basically qualify themselves to join. Kind of like in the, where Goku is there, maybe it's kind of way for them to enter into the tournament, to enter in like a preliminary, kind of like, you know, Goku, Gohan, and Buu did. So that's going to be pretty cool that we're going to be seeing Krillin and in that preliminary rounds fighting off against Basil. That shit looked pretty tough. I actually like the preview for that. That shit looked beast. That shit looked cool. I actually do want to see that though, because that is hyping me up. Then we have this silliness with Bulma, you know, with the baby of her being pregnant, getting all these exercises, all that cute shit done. So we have that going on as well. So overall, I really did like this episode a lot better. This episode was great. I actually enjoyed it. My only complaint, once again, would have to be the fact that, you know, the fight did get interrupted, so that kind of pissed me off a bit, but not too pissed off to enjoy the episode regardless. So I'm going to give the episode a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was great. I thought it was a great episode. I like the animation, especially this week, especially when they all get serious. Toppo and fucking Goku. That shit was pretty dope. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This week's episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 82. And I will see you guys next week for episode 83 review. So again, the episode gets a 4.5 out of 5. I'm pretty stoked. Definitely cannot wait to actually see Jiren in action and how ridiculously strong he's going to be. I'm also really looking forward to seeing like that little glimpse that I saw there. I mean, don't dick tease me with that now, Toei, of Krillin versus Basil. Now that shit looked pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. And then of course, you know, it looks like Bra's gonna be born, so that's gonna be really interesting. So I am really looking forward to next week's episode. Until then, guys, I'll catch you guys next week. So peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting much reading what you watch. Oh, by the way, if you One Piece fans out there for the anime, sorry, I'm not gonna review the anime until the canon material starts to come back. That's what we're on it. Even though I am enjoying the filler, don't get me wrong. I mean, so far the first episode seems very promising, but again, not really gonna do that. That's just my thing. I'm just basically just gonna review the canon stuff with OK Island, but it saves me some time, you know. So, anyways, that's all I gotta say on that as a little sign out, just to give you a little FYI. Thanks. So, later, guys. Bye bye.